Hillcrest. She'll be able to give you updates on that.
And this is my brother.
This is Scott. This is her brother.
Well, first, I'd like to thank the Chardon Police Department, sheriffs, EMS, and the fire department, all of the staff at Chardon High School. Secondly, the wonderful staff at Hillcrest Hospital. I'd also like to thank all of our family and friends. They've been just absolutely phenomenal, wonderful. The most important person I need to thank right now is Mr. Ritchie, because he is the person that saved my son's life. He's the one that pulled him from the hallway into a room. He's forever our hero. Nick is still in serious condition, but making small improvements every day. He was wounded in the arm, neck, and back, which created a spinal shock. The doctors are optimistic for his recovery. He still has no feeling in his legs. He's strong, he's brave, and his age really makes a big difference. I know he can do it. Danny, Russell, and Demetrius, three awesome young men, and their lives were ended early, but it's not in vain. They left a mark on all of our lives, and I just keep praying for them and for Nick. It's probably going to be a long hospital stay, but we'll get through it. Take any questions? Hi. Yeah, he's been conscious the whole time. We really try not to talk about it at this point. It's a little bit too traumatic for him. Yes, he did find out. And all three were his friends. I got a phone call from a friend that his son goes to the school, and said that there was a shooting and it was possibly my son was involved. Other than that, it was through just basic texts, and when I found out where he was, we drove to Hillcrest. The advocate for Hillcrest took us in a room and explained he may have some spinal injuries, but they were all very caring. It's kind of a blur at this point, but he's still at Hillcrest, and the staff has just been remarkably wonderful. It's just a shock. I think all of us, we don't even think it's real. It's like a terrible movie that you're stuck in. And the families that have had the loss, it's a guilt for me, because they have lost and my son was saved. I think that's the hardest part for me. I feel for them every minute, every hour. That's what's ironic, through friends, and then Nick finally was able to remember, and he's the one that told us. Mr. Ricci, R-I-C-C-I. Not yet. I don't think anybody has seen Mr. Ricci. I think he's trying to get himself better too. I'm not sure. I'm giving it time, and then I'm going to contact him. About what Mr. Ricci did? Yeah, that's the first I'm hearing of that. I haven't had much time to watch TV. he's remarkable. You know, I can't believe it, because Nick would be the fourth victim otherwise. Just getting feeling back in his legs. You know, it's going to be a really slow process, they said. Yeah, and he's going to get spine therapy. The surgeon said that they're cautiously optimistic. That's the we're not sure. We were saying 4. There were definitely 2 in the neck, 1 through the arm, and then in the back. I think the one in the arm was a shot that actually went through his arm and then is lodged in his neck. He actually has a bullet still in his cheek and his neck. Thank you.
We know the other victims were at the table in the cafeteria. Was your son there with them, or was it at a different place?
He was sitting at the table and then got up to go to the cot machine. Now, I'm not sure, you know, once he gets better, he can draw it out for me, but I tried not to talk too much about it with him. That's where I'm unclear. He wasn't clear about it. I think it's all fuzzy for him right now. Things are just starting to come back. He is seeing a psychiatrist through the hospital, so this will help his memories. We're hoping, yeah. They're optimistic. I think positive thoughts help. Yeah, I don't have any comment on that.
We've learned about the other students there. Tell us a little bit about what were his likes and what did he want to do?
Nick, he's just, actually, I'm going to give that to his brother. He's better.
My name's Josh. I'm Nick's brother. He's my best friend. The kid's full of spirit. I mean, he's always in a good mood. Really doesn't care what other people think of him. He's just a great kid. I'm sure other people would say the same. But, I mean, I definitely love him. And, yeah. Video games, skiing, snowboarding. Recently, not so much skiing and snowboarding, but swimming. We did a lot of swimming over the summers. He's my childhood, really. Oh yeah, our relationship's only gonna get a million times stronger after this. I mean, I'm definitely gonna be with him every step of the way now, from here on out. I'm his older brother. I'm 20. Well, I'm in the electrical field right now. Oh, yeah. Definitely. He does. Every now and then, I mean, one of the first things he did mention was Mr. Ritchie pulling him in. Yeah, he doesn't necessarily like to talk about too much of it, I'd imagine, but...
Tell us about the morning. Was it a normal morning on Monday, or was it?
The morning, it was just... I first heard, actually, from someone I work with at Chardon High School had a shooting. And of course I believed it. I just didn't know what to think of it. And then I heard it was in the cafeteria first thing, and I knew Nick was in the cafeteria first thing, waiting for Auburn Career Center. I was a little worried, definitely. And then I received a couple phone calls and texts from really good friends, and they told me Nick was in it. I didn't know what to think, though. And then I saw him at the hospital, and it's the worst day of my life.
Good. Thank you all for coming. We've got the website here with the Flickr photos, if you want to grab that. The original cast that we thought were going to, we should have everybody else's name, but there are sheets up here that you can grab as well. Thank you very much.